What's going on, guys? Hanging out in the Torpedo booth with Trey Leach and Jeff Little. Trey Leach is from Innovative Sportsman. Just wanted to take a second and talk about this Osprey 1436. Awesome inflatable kayak, totally customizable, and it's perfect for, river fishing, anywhere that you're trying to get in, and you don't want to carry a bunch of gear or you have a shallow draft. So I'm going to let these two gentlemen tell us a little bit about it.
Osprey 1436. It's 14 feet long, 36 inches wide. It has just about 10 foot of track on each side. It's four-sided track, and you can top load it with all your accessories, so it makes it easy to load and unload your accessories. This one, we have a motor on it, so we have our foot control steering up here in the front. We have a Boondocks console right here for extra accessories, put a graph or rod stagers up there. We use Select Designs foot pegs on this, and then as we work our way back, we've got the Torpedo, the throttle right here. That's their new throttle. It's backlit. It's got a few more features than the old one. Has some other things like RPM that wasn't on the readout of the old throttle. So few key features on that new motor that actually make it really nice. High-low position seat, so we can loosen up all the nuts here. And then the seat will actually flop down in a low position. Or what I like to do is you kick the front up, and then it's reclined a little bit for more comfort.
Low rider move.
Yeah. And then the seat actually will slide anywhere along the track, so it can be set up for any size of a person, short legs, long legs, whatever.
And you can add a second seat to it, can't you?
We can add a second. Yep, we do have the second seat option. So if someone wants to take their kids out or anything like that, two guys that like to go fishing together, whatever. We got a Yak Attack double header there for your paddle. And then working back, we got another Boondocks accessory right here. The Boondocks landing gear. I wouldn't own one without it. It allows you to get into those areas that's a little bit harder to access. Maybe you don't have a boat ramp or something like that. The new Torpedo battery, much nicer than the old one's. Got a heavier cable. It's like a cam lock system versus the threads, so you don't have to worry about crossing plastic threads. So on the way back, we got the motor here on the motor plate. The motor kit does not come with the kayak. The kayak comes standard with the tracks and with the seat, and then the motor kit is an extra cost, and then obviously you can put the motor of your choice on it. What I will tell you about this system is you look at an inflatable and you're like, how do you rig electronics on it? What do you do with the wiring? We don't want to just leave it laying out on the deck of the kayak. So actually, being a four-sided track, it has the same groove underneath. We run our wiring up inside of the track underneath, and then we run zip ties so it holds it in place and doesn't come out. So nice, easy, clean way to run your wiring. Benefits of an inflatable, like Chuck said, getting shallow. Another benefit is
your draft.
Yep.
You can run over things that are that deep, that shallow. So
yep.
Shallow draft, it's a huge footprint. The advantages of that, you won't know it until you experience it, but the freedom it gives you, especially the river fishing, we do a lot of river fishing, but also inshore, anywhere that's a shallow water fishery, you have access to places that other folks in rotomolded boats are going to run aground and just stop, and you're going to keep on going.
And spook fish in the process.
Yeah.
So yeah, shallow draft is one. Stealth, absolutely. When you hit a rock with this, it doesn't make a big sound. In a rotomolded boat, it's a big boom, and you can see the wake of fish just scattering.
Yep.
But it's also hull slap. The waves that come in and hit the side of this boat, it just eats that. Whereas with a rotomolded boat, believe it or not, there's that constant slapping. They know that there's something there with that reverberation of sound. So stealth is part of it. And the other, talk about standing in it. How much stability, how much primary stability do you have standing on compressed gas?
It'll be the most stable kayak that you've ever stood in. And it doesn't give much side to side. I can walk around on the front. I've actually had to come back and get weeds off the prop before. It's just a very stable platform. It doesn't have secondary stability because it doesn't need it never gets to secondary. And Jeff and Alex and Jake actually did a video where they were trying to flip it, and it took everything they had hanging onto the edge of the seat and hanging off the edge of the kayak to get this thing to flip. So very stable, very safe in the river. I take my kids out on it. They love to enjoy the river. So I feel comfortable taking them out into some water that I typically wouldn't have taken them out on a rotomolded boat, and they can go out and enjoy the river with me as well. So
Yeah, and Jeff Little's been running this platform for what, 3-4 years now?
About.
Yep.
And he specializes in the shallow rivers, chasing smallmouth. You can go over to his YouTube channel. It's The Little Stuff on YouTube, or follow Jeff Little on Facebook and Instagram. He has plenty of videos showing this platform in the environment. So check it out. Follow Jeff Little. Check out Trey Leach and Innovative Sportsman, and definitely check out this Osprey 1436. Perfect platform for shallow water. Rivers that you have, shallow spots and deep spots, you can get pretty much where anybody else can. All right, guys, I'll see you on the water.